is we're going to go over some enrollments, and then we're going to go over how to enroll through the Diamond Club portal, and then we're going to cover various forms and things. We shouldn't be on here too long, and then if Kira is able to join us, we'll have a guest speaker at the end as well. So let's jump straight into this. All right, let's cover the enrollments. There's a lot of things about enrollments you probably have seen if you're familiar with Diamond Club. Obviously, you have to get so many enrollments per month. We're going to kind of go over a little bit of logistics. So first off, all Diamond Club enrollments must be entered through the Diamond Club portal in order to count as an enrollment and to go towards promotions and everything. So hopefully you're aware what the portal is. I'm pretty sure that Logan's probably talked to you guys about that. But basically, it's the online system that you'll go to enter all your Diamond Club enrollments, and that's what it'll tie back to say that, yes, this is a Diamond Club enrollment, and they'll get that various promotion. All enrollments, you must meet them face-to-face, so that includes meetings, one-on-ones, whatever it may be, but nothing Skype-related, Facebook, anything like that. Now you can have your preliminary conversations with them, but for it to count as an enrollment, you must meet with them face-to-face. You also must make sure to give them the correct enroller and sponsor. So with Diamond Club enrollments, as I'm sure you're aware, you can, we prefer that they're in your team, but if they're not, that's generally usually okay. But you need to make sure that you give them the correct enroller and sponsor. Or if they're supposed to go under someone else in your team, you make sure that happens when you enter them through the portal. Now, some people have had this question, so I'll cover it really quick. If multiple Diamond Club participants are at one event, it's up to those participants to decide how they want to split those enrollments up. So whether they say 50-50, we'll split them up, or just go off of who invited who, whatever it may be, you go off of that. But they can both, multiple Diamond Club participants can count that as one event for each of them. So they each can count that as an event. Get in your mind that qualifying enrollments always have to be at least 100 PV. If it's 99 PV, it's not going to count as enrollment. So make sure the first time you're entering it through that you double check that PV amount. But if there are any errors when you're enrolling, if you don't think it went through the portal properly, or if you just have any questions when you're entering them, reach out to Logan. If he's not available, member services can usually help you out and at least do part of it and then send over information to Logan as well. So any enrollments that require forms, such as account transfers or business signups, things like that, submit those forms as normal and then contact Logan and he'll make sure that it counts as a Diamond Club enrollment. So hopefully that makes sense. I get enrollments can be a little confusing at times, but these are kind of the basic rules for those. If you can see the screen, this is the Diamond Club website. Hopefully you've all been there. It's just doterradiamondclub.com/au. And that's kind of where the portal's kept. So this is the regular website, but the portal you see at the top there, there's the enter enrollments. That's actually the portal. It's quite simple. You click on that. It'll bring you to the next page, which says welcome to the Diamond Club portal. Make sure that English and Australia are selected as the language and country. And then you'll put in your Wellness Advocate ID number. This is what will link you as a Diamond Club participant. That's what will let you into this portal because it knows that you're a Diamond Club participant. So then you hit continue there, and then it looks pretty normal from here on out as a regular enrollment. You'll select either local or OTG order or international NFR order, such as you would in any other enrollment. And then, like I said, you go through the rest of the process. It only gives you option for wholesale prices because Wellness Advocates are the only option for Diamond Club enrollments. And then that's when you go in and you start to enter all their information. So this is where you'd want to make sure that you put in the correct enroller and sponsor. You put in all their name, phone number, all that type of information, and then create their password, which you guys are familiar with. All right, so that's the process. You submit that enrollment, and as long as you go through the portal and everything, that will count it as a Diamond Club enrollment. Now, periodically, Logan will run reports and things to make sure that his numbers match up with yours. He should reach out to you and say, this is how many enrollments I have for you, and you can cross-check it with your records. If there's any missing, that's where you want to look in to see if there are any that didn't get entered properly. All right, now for the enrollment promotions. So this is each month. There's various oils that all your enrollments will receive as long as they qualify. So that left-hand column, that's all the 100 PV oils. So if you sign someone up with 100 PV for the corresponding month, that's the oil they're going to receive. So for February, they'll get a grapefruit. For March, they'll get a cedarwood. April, they'll get a citrus bliss. And May, they'll get a past tense. Now, if you enroll them with 400 PV, it's a nice incentive. They actually will get 2 oils, and it's usually a higher priced oil for the second one. So you can look up there, February is grapefruit and balance, March is cedarwood and on guard, April is citrus bliss and lavender peace, and then May is past tense and deep blue. So some really great offers. Make sure you use these as a way to promote your business. Otherwise, the reason why we have these is because for Diamond Club, it's an extra incentive to help you get those enrollments and to help them, you get them in a timely manner as well. As you know, there's the requirement that you need to sign them up within 3 business days of that event. This is a way to do it. Say if you sign up within 3 business days, you'll get one of these free oils. Now, if you sign up after that, we'll still get your account set up and everything, but one of these oils won't come with that. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, now going back to the website at the top there, there's a form section, and there's various forms that you'll use. One of them on there, this is more, it's not necessarily a form, but more of a business tool or an aid to you guys. But there's these PDF attachments of the flyers that you can use at your events. This is just for your convenience. If you want something or to get an idea of what to use, you can do this. Otherwise, I know many participants in the past have created their own flyers, their own promotional items, and things to go along with Diamond Club. So whatever works best for you guys. The next form that I want to cover briefly is the event tracking report. This one is extremely important. I strongly urge you to use this throughout the month because you're going to need to submit it at the end of each month to Logan. But if you don't have a record of everything, you're going to have to reach back in the depth of your mind and figure out what events you held. So my advice would be every time you hold an event to keep a copy of this, to either handwrite it, or there were many participants from last year that created an Excel document that looks similar to this. That's great as well, and oftentimes actually probably worked better for the participants. But make sure you keep a record of this because you're going to want to submit this form to Logan at the end of each month with the next form that we'll also talk about. So you'll put the date, the location, the city you went to, the state, and then the expected attendees, that's more of kind of an estimate what you thought, but the actual attendees as well. But the enrollment section is really important because this is helpful for us on the corporate side to be able to match our numbers with your numbers as far as enrollments go for that month. So keep a detailed record of this. Now the next form, which Logan will get into a lot greater depth of the reimbursement process, but this is a form you're going to want to fill out and you'll submit it with that event tracking report. This is what will help you get reimbursed. You also put the trip date there and the location, but if it was a flying trip, then you'd put the airfare amount in there. If you drove, you'd put the amount of kilometers and then multiply that by 22 cents, and that's what would give you the total reimbursement amount. And then you total that up. Once again, he'll get into more details of that. You get 6 trips that can be reimbursed. Flights, the maximum reimbursement is $250, and driving trips is the maximum of $200. So if you have any questions, reach out to him. But you want to submit this with your bank details because that's how we'll reimburse you. Sign it saying everything's accurate, and then you can send that via email, fax it. We had some people drop them by the office, whatever works best for you. All right, so that's it from me. I'm not sure if Kira's joined us yet, but my advice, I guess, of doing this for 2 years, or my encouragement, is just to hang in there and to work hard. The ones that do well go out there and are doing things every day. They're holding events every day, and although they may have setbacks or failures along the way, the overall Diamond Club experience was a great success for them. I'm so excited for you guys. I'm a little bit jealous of Logan that he gets to be with you, that he gets to be in your amazing country, because me and my family living out there for a year, we really loved it and loved the hospitality of all you guys. So, but that's my advice. Just work hard, go into the very end. Now, I'm going to mute myself just for a minute or so just to contact Shanice and Rochelle from the office to see if they had anything else to go, but then we'll end it if not. So you guys can just hold on for a minute or so. Thank you.